Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a fascinating daily driver for someone who loves IWC. I've often said if you want a core IWC model, you go with one of the two pillars, the pilot's watch or the Portugieser, and that's exactly what we have right here. IWC Portuguese hand-wound 8-day. This is reference 5102-02. It's a model that was launched in 2014, though the example in my hand was retailed in 2018. It's in steel, 43 millimeters in diameter, 12.6 millimeters thick, 51 millimeters from lug to lug with the 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. It uses a alligator and calfskin strap from IWC's strap partner, Santoni of Italy. We have the signal orange on the bottom, but that's not visible when you're wearing it. All you'll see is this incredibly thick cut and substantial, large symmetrical rectangular scale alligator leather. An excellent cut of the animal, beautifully made. You could see a sheer cut side, lacquered for refinement, a monotone black stitch, and a snap-shut friction fit IWC single fold deployant clasp with satin and polish inside, media blast, satin, and polish externally. Probus Scafusia, a good solid watch made in Schaffhausen. You'll see it also on the crown. The Portugieser was launched in 1939 at the behest of the Portuguese importers of IWC, who wanted a wristwatch capable of keeping time as well as a pocket watch. At the time, pocket watch movements and larger movements generally were the most accurate. So to make a wristwatch as accurate as a pocket watch, the mission was clear. Build an oversized case specifically for the purpose of housing a pocket watch movement. And to this day, IWC uses pocket watch-sized calibers inside the best IWC Portugiesers. So is it Portuguese or is it Portugieser? Well, in Schaffhausen, where they speak German, IWC is one of the few German-Swiss watch brands. Most are French-Swiss, and they would say Portugieser, whereas the U.S. market and most of the world would call it Portuguese. Either one is correct. The design is not all that different from the fellow 1930s product, Patek Philippe 96, with the primary difference being one of scale. The Patek is tiny. The Portugieser from the beginning was huge. That original reference 325 was somewhere around 40 millimeters. This is larger. You could see that it's got elements like the Patek, including blended lugs that are not stepped out from the case band, leaf-style hands, vertically arrayed Arabic numerals, a chemin de fer, or railroad track for reading the minutes, and a small seconds display. We have a matte black dial with a matching black date disc, and we have little indices outboard of each numeral. You can also see that we have beautifully polished hands, and that the watch includes a small shock of red at the index, on a sub-register that features an azurage or concentric pattern. Now I have a quick set system for the date, so I can rapidly cycle that. And if I pull the crown out all the way, I activate hacking seconds. The crown is incredibly secure. There's no wobble when it's withdrawn. Speaks to the quality of the product. There's also very little dead angle. From the time I start turning the crown to the time the minute hand moves, very little angular displacement. Got a dramatically boxed and cambered sapphire designed to evoke a vintage plexiglass. And then we've got a concave polished bezel that helps to visually thin the watch with polished lug hoods. 30 meters water resistance, so don't take it swimming. You can see on the case back, we've got the caliber. This is based on the 7-day movement, but you can see caliber 59215 has 8 days of power reserve rather than the 7 of the automatic version. It's a big movement, 37.8 millimeters in diameter. It's one of the largest wristwatch movements in the world. And as with the original Portugieser, this is a pocket watch style caliber, absolutely enormous. 30 jewels, high horology style, 5-position adjustment. You can see we've got a free sprung balance that allows for more precise adjustment of timing as well as better shock resistance. And then we have a Breguet profile overcoil hairspring, so no matter what position this watch is in, it's going to keep very consistent time. Taking a look, you can see the bridges are physically imposing with a super narrow and numerous shaded Côte de Genève or stripes. We've got polished screw heads. You can see there's solarization on the cover of the enormous barrel. We've got mechanically applied but handsome bevels and then engine turning on the base plate. All in all, very impressive. And again, the sheer size of the movement is an awe-inspiring thing. Look at the size of that barrel. My goodness. If you love this watch, it offers just about anything a person could want in a wristwatch, especially in the dress watch category. The size is impressive, but it's not overwhelming, and I do believe I could wear this watch. So if your wrist is my size or larger, 16 centimeters circumference or up, I think you're going to find this is a really good fit. This is the IWC that I love. Now, you may have strong feelings about the use of a date on a dress watch. I happen to like it. If this is going to be your daily, well, more utility is better. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.